So friends, let's continue with the session 2. In this session, we will discuss about a few of the other remaining slides. Domain and area of analytics. So it is very clear that more or less we are having all the areas today, such as healthcare, retail, supply chain, automotive, energy, insurance, manufacturing, pharma, travel and hotel businesses are all touched by analytics. For instance, we are talking of a healthcare company. Johnson & Johnson is a healthcare company. So Johnson & Johnson, again baby products or any other Cipla, Pfizer, these are all some pharmaceutical companies. Dr. Reddy Labs. Today COVID related vaccination programs are happening and most of the programs are dependent on analytics, which means how many people are there who have to be vaccinated, who are all above the age of 60, who are all below the age of 15, and who would be requiring vaccination first, who would be requiring vaccination later. How are these decisions going to be made, or who is going to make these decisions? So these decisions would be made essentially by managers, by the government authorities, by so many people through the help of analytics, right? Retail is today a growing industry. For instance, Reliance Retail, Big Bazaar, More by Mahindra, and so many retail chains are coming very popular. Now the retail industry, let's get into the area of Big Bazaar. You have more than some 5,000 different products. Which products are selling more, which are not selling, and which is the product to be continued, which is the product to be discontinued. Now, how can these decisions be made? So these decisions are made based on the sales, based on the analytics, right? So the managers get all the details through the tabular column, through the spreadsheets, and they decide what is the product that is to be continued, which is to be discontinued, or how the discounts can be created, which of the discounts have been popular, where does a rebate apply or where does a discount apply. Such type of decisions can be taken with the help of analytics. Next, supply chain such as Ola, Swiggy, Zomato, these are all in the supply chain related operations. Automotive like Tata's, like your TVS, like all the automobile companies, Hyundai, Maruti Suzuki, these are all today largely relying on analytics in order to understand the changing consumer behavioral patterns. Energy, insurance companies, manufacturing companies, travel companies like MakeMyTrip.com or so many other travel companies are there that tries to understand the pulse of the market through the numbers, and hotel industry also. So what are the types of analytics? Basically, the analytics can be seen as descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, prescriptive and cognitive. For instance, descriptive explains what has happened. Let's say for instance, you are all sitting here. You might be about a 50 or a 40 or a 70 or a 100 students or other people. So we are just describing there are about 70 students in the hall. There are about 50 students in the classroom. That's all. That's purely descriptive. Then diagnostic is the next stage of analytics, where we are trying to understand why are these 50 people assembled here? What is the reason they are assembled here? Next comes the predictive, that it indicates what could happen because of this assemblage, because of you coming here. Will there be any additional knowledge imparted to you? Anything that you will be aware of in order to gain some additional skill sets, right? That is predictive. Next comes prescriptive, which means recommends what should happen. In the sense, now you are ready that you know that analytics is essential. First you are assembled, that is descriptive. Then you try to understand the reason why you have assembled, that is diagnostic. And then you are able to understand what would be the outcome because of you are attending this session, that is predictive. And then now you are asking, sir, what can I do in order to become an analyst, in order to make myself skilled in the area of analytics. That is called prescriptive. We say that you will have to take up some softwares and you will have to do some exercises. We will send you to the computer lab, or you can do it on your laptop. So many different ways with different exercise sets and other things are there to make you comfortable with the softwares and then push you into the area or domain of analytics. Then finally, cognitive. That is the place where you become a thoroughbred analyst. You spend some 6 to 8 months or 10 months of your life in learning the technologies and softwares and allied nodes and other allied literature. Then you become an expert in analytics, and that is the cognitive stage, which means you are capable of taking decisions without the help or support of any further literature or texts, right? So this is called cognition. So every analytics will have to reach a stage of cognition, which means independent and capable of taking individual or independent decisions. So what are the data analytic techniques? So there are 4 basic techniques, right? That's one is data mining, which involves sorting through large data sets to identify trends, patterns, relationships. For example, Airtel wants to find out who is calling who and what is the time. See, for that data, the who is calling who, between the 2 people, A to B, a call is made. One call is lasting 10 minutes, another call is lasting 40 minutes. Then this A and B is found. The A is a 17-year-old boy and B might be a 15-year-old girl, or A is a 30-year-old man and B can be a 29-year-old woman, and they are having discussions. So what is it? What is the context? How long are they talking? What is the demography? Are they from North India or South India? Are they men or women? Are they employed or what it is? What type of occupation they are in? So all these things will involve in, and huge data, millions and millions of telephone numbers Airtel will have, and it will need a software in order to penetrate through all these things and give us an idea who is talking to whom and what kind of discounts, what kind of rebates, what kind of plans, what kind of schemes can be given to them. This is called data mining. Similarly, machine learning is an advanced where using statistical probabilities that teach computers to process data faster. For example, machine learning will give you more ideas about how the patterns will evolve over a period of time. It gives predictive capability or predictive power to the existing data mining techniques. Then big data analytics is application of data mining, predictive analytics and machine learning tools to transform data into business analytics. So this is a larger net where all data mining and machine learning is all put together in order to deliver something called business intelligence. Business intelligence is nothing but giving a set of pointers so that the excuse me, so that the manager or the managing director or the vice president or whoever is related in the industry or the company is able to take a decision based on the intelligence that is available. For instance, you have a software that processes all the stock market data and tells you how the stocks are going to behave. Infosys stocks, Britannia stocks, HCL stocks, Tata stocks, how these stocks will be moving. Now presently the Tata stocks is at about 352 per share. Will it be increasing in the next 6 months to about 400 odd rupees? Then you are going to invest in it. Such trends will be there, and this is available. This is called business intelligence and is available through big data analytics. Text minings, that's today a lot of information is subjective in nature. For example, your emotions, emojis on the Facebook, on the WhatsApp, on Insta, on Twitter, on your LinkedIn. So these emojis and the trends and the way how people are conversing with one another, that could be the trolling, or it could be complimenting, it could be praising, patriotism, or all other things, whatever you are talking on. All these signals are captured, which are largely subjective in nature and made objective by bringing numbers to it. That's called text mining, right? More of it we will discuss sometime later. Then what are the software tools that one must try to master in order to become familiar with the analytics? Python is one, data visualization, R is another, Jamovi, IBM SPSS, SAS, Hadoop, right? So I actually would recommend anybody to do R, and Excel is there, of course. MS Excel is there, which is also a software tool. I would recommend to do Excel and R. These languages are sufficient. If you want to penetrate a bit deeper, you can also look at Python, right? Using the Anaconda ecosystem, you could go for Python. Then what is this analytics value chain? It actually basically starts, as we discussed earlier, starts with data analytics, becomes data science, goes into machine learning, which means algorithms, which means making the system more intelligent, and then artificial intelligence and cognitive system. Here, from data analytics to cognitive system, it is very simple. The level of intelligence is constantly increasing. For instance, at the data analytics, it is mere numbers, but when it comes to data science, there is more intelligence added to it, which means more software is fed into it, and it can make better decisions than mere data analytics. At the level of machine learning, you are having more powerful algorithm, which means it gives a higher capability to take decisions as compared to data science. Then comes the artificial intelligence, where the system is almost in a position to make or give choices to the user. And at the cognitive systems, which is almost like robotics, we are talking of a system that is capable of taking its own decision, right? This is how the analytics value chain can look like. Then we are talking of the role of digital literacy. See, today almost everything is on the digital platform. It could be your application to a driving license, or for a passport, or for a public distribution system, or for application for employment, or even for your entertainment, whether it's your Book My Show, or you are traveling with the Ola app, or ordering for food on Swiggy, or taking one material from one place to another through Dunzo. All of it are all on the digital medium. So you must embrace digital. You must become digital, right? Digital literacy is not an option anymore. It is a must. Everybody must become more digital in their mindset and would have to use the platform of digital. So the DigiLocker is one other place where all your documents, these days you don't have to carry your documents, including your marks cards and certificates and other things, can be safely kept a copy in that. Your driving license also, you don't have to carry it, they say these days, and you can produce through the phone app DigiLocker. So next is the jobs. These are all not exclusive. There are many jobs in the analytics area. First, I want to tell you that anything that you are seeing in this world today, be it from science to management, to commerce, to bio sciences, any field that you are touching, all of it is now slowly, gradually being penetrated and percolated by the analytics. Therefore, what I am trying to suggest is, if you are going to become an analyst, you can become an analyst in either a healthcare industry, or a pharmaceutical industry, or a banking industry, or a finance industry, or an automobile industry, or a manufacturing industry, or an insurance industry, or in any other industry you can become an analyst. So which means you are an analyst by profession, and whoever gives you numbers, you can give them results. So just to read some of them for you: tax system analyst, financial data operations, data scientist, data engineer, data analytics, digital marketing, project, and logistics specialist. These are some of the upcoming areas where you can find a job in the area of analytics, right? So with these few words, I will end this session also. So any questions are there, you may please contact your persons and ask me. I will try to respond through email, and hopefully will satisfy your queries if any. And all the best. Please take up the analytics seriously. It is the next emerging paradigm and emerging area for all the jobs. Thank you very much. God bless.